Taylor Swift just dropped her 9th studio album titled Evermore, which is the sister album to Folklore. This is a new genre that Taylor has been exploring, and it kind of centers around telling stories that aren't necessarily her own narrative. Everyone has been really loving it, and I decided to kind of explain all of the details behind the songs on Evermore. I recommend listening to the album first before you listen to this video, because I'm going to kind of go in depth about each song on the album and what it means. Track 1, which is also the lead single, is titled Willow. The song is very reminiscent of Invisible String on Folklore, and the theme is verified in the music video when she's holding the single thread of gold, which is referenced in Invisible String in the line, "One single thread of gold tied me to you." Taylor herself says it is about intrigue, desire, and the complexity that goes into wanting somebody. I think it sounds like casting a spell to make somebody fall in love with you. By comparing her life with her lover to a willow tree, she is saying that it is strong but can sometimes look out of control, much like how willow trees look. The second song, Champagne Problems, is my favorite on the album so far, but I'm sure it will change. The song details the relationship of a man and a woman. The woman turns down the man's proposal right before Christmas and surprises him and all of his family members. It seems as though the protagonist has a history of mental illness, which is stigmatized through gossip as champagne problems. With a bittersweet ending, the protagonist wishes that the man will find a woman who won't hurt him the way she did. Taylor's boyfriend, Joe, co-wrote the song with her. Taylor revealed that William Bowery, who is listed on the credits in some of the songs on Folklore, is actually Joe Alwyn, who is her boyfriend. Track 3, titled Gold Rush, is Jack Antonoff's favorite, who produces a lot of songs with Taylor. The song is about jealousy, specifically being attracted to somebody that everyone else is attracted to as well. In one line, she sings, "My mind turns your life into folklore," which is an obvious nod at the preceding album. Overall, the song is a daydream that she snaps herself out of because she doesn't want to get caught in liking somebody that everybody else wants as well. Track 4, titled "'Tis the Damn Season," was actually teased by Taylor a few days before releasing Evermore. She teased it when she posted a picture of her outfit to the story and said, quote, "This outfit screams, 'tis the damn season." Taylor has alluded to the fact that the protagonist in this song is Dorothea, who is sung about on track 8. The song centers around Dorothea returning to her hometown during the holidays and rekindles with an old flame. She's hopeful that this will work out, despite her inevitably returning to Hollywood. Every Swiftie knows that track 5s are the most vulnerable songs on any album. Tolerate It is no exception. This song is about giving somebody unconditional love and wanting to receive the same, but being ignored and only tolerated. During the bridge, she breaks free from feeling like she should continue giving unconditional love that is only tolerated, but the ending of "I Sit and Watch You," which is also said in the beginning of the song, gives the illusion that these were all thoughts and that she won't necessarily act upon them. Track 6, "No Body, No Crime," is another one of my favorite songs on this album. It does get a little bit intricate though. This is a murder mystery song that centers around the protagonist, Esty, who's actually Taylor's longtime friend. Esty's husband was cheating on her, which is mentioned in the first verse. Suddenly, Esty goes missing, and the husband reports his missing wife. His mistress moves in, and the line, "I noticed when I passed his house, his truck has got some brand new tires." Taylor could be implying that Esty confronted her husband about his affair and slashed his tires. Taylor believes that the husband murdered Esty, and Taylor begins to avenge him. The husband is killed, and everybody believes that the mistress killed him to gain the life insurance money, when in reality, Taylor is the one who murdered him. Taylor has mentioned that she drew the inspiration for this song from all of the murder mystery podcasts that she's been listening to over quarantine. Track 7, "Happiness," is essentially a bittersweet song about the end of a relationship where hope still exists. She acknowledges that when you are with somebody, you become a different version of yourself. She sings the line, "And in the disbelief, I can't face reinvention. I haven't met the new me yet." The chorus, "There'll be happiness after you, but there was happiness because of you," shows how just because the relationship made her happy, it doesn't mean that she was unhappy before him or will be unhappy after him. She changes the lyrics to, "There will be happiness after me, but there was happiness because of me," which acknowledges her self-worth. Track 8 is Dorothea, which is mentioned earlier in track 4. Dorothea is a girl who left her small town to chase down Hollywood dreams, as stated by Taylor. This song seems to be sung from the perspective of an old hometown fling, perhaps the one mentioned in "'Tis the Damn Season." It's about how this narrator only sees Dorothea on the television and how he wishes she would come back. This track paints Dorothea out to be grounded and ambitious, while "'Tis the Damn Season," which is sung from Dorothea's perspective, shows that she sees herself as a naive girl with a dream of making it big. Track 9, Coney Island, discusses being so consumed in a relationship that you almost lose a part of yourself. It evokes a feeling of loss and nostalgia similar to Tolerated, where the effort given in the relationship was not equal on both sides. This song also thematically and lyrically reminds me of All Too Well. Track 9, Ivy, tells a story of a woman having an affair, cheating on her husband. She feels as though her relationship with her husband is dying, and she references this in the pre-chorus where she sings, "And the old widow goes to the stone every day, but I don't. I just sit here and wait, grieving for the living." As for the title itself, Ivy is known to spread quick and far, symbolizing that the narrator is consumed in this new affair. Track 11 is Cowboy Like Me. This song discusses two people who fall in love while hanging out at fancy resorts trying to score rich romantic beneficiaries, as stated by Taylor. These two people start seeing each other after they have a first dance together. It leads to more, and Taylor addresses this in the line, "Never wanted love, just a fancy car." The two people had the same interests in personal gain, but ended up falling in love because of their similarities. What started as a dance ends up with love, which is referred to in the line, "Dancing is a dangerous game." Track 12 is Long Story Short. The song is an overview of how she has been viewed in the public, including her feud with Kanye West, being deemed as a serial dater, and any other controversies. This song details how she feels peace now and that the stage of her life has come to a close. She feels at peace when she is with her boyfriend Joe, and he has always been her safe space when she was faced with public demonization. Track 13, Marjorie, is a tribute to her late grandmother, Marjorie Finlay. Similarly, track 13 on Folklore was a tribute to her grandfather Dean. Marjorie was an opera singer and can be heard in the background vocals on this track. In her statement about Evermore, Taylor says that her grandmother still visits her, even if it's only in her dreams. In the bridge, Taylor reflects on what she wishes she had done before her grandmother passed. But the end of the song shows that Taylor still feels Marjorie's presence surrounding her. Track 14 is Closure. This could be a reference to Scooter Braun, who she has been publicly feuding with since 2019, when Scott Borchetta, head of Taylor's previous record label Big Machine Records, sold all of her masters to Braun. Taylor has said many times that Scooter's name alone brings her pain, and this is confirmed in the line, "And seeing the shape of your name still spells out pain. It wasn't right the way it all went down." Taylor had no idea that her masters were being sold, and she is a huge advocate now for artists owning their own work. She doesn't want to hear any more from Borchetta or Braun. She doesn't want their closure. The last track on Evermore, which is also the title track, details the transformation from a period of deep depression to a place of hope. The first verse shows how the narrator has been replaying her actions, seeing where she went wrong. She feels as though the pain she's feeling will last forever. The last chorus has a lyric change to, "I had a feeling so peculiar, this pain wouldn't be forevermore," which shows the evolution of the narrator. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. This is something kind of different, but I always love really diving into Taylor's albums and lyrics because everything that she does has a meaning, as we all know, and I wanted to make this kind of video for anybody who didn't fully understand the album. These are just really simple explanations. I could go much further in depth, but I want to keep it short and simple, so I really hope you enjoyed, and go stream Evermore. Bye.